Well, I figured out the audio issue. Somehow, my USB microphone is not recognized by the system, and instead of that, the computer uses my camera's microphone, which is admittedly horrible. Hopefully, this is the last video I will have made in such a way. So, again, sorry about that. Thank you for enduring.
I'm doing these videos to challenge myself, but it turns out that I'm an idiot, or rather than I'm just a meme idiot. Because first stage of creating a video like this is always coming up with a sentence that challenges me. But lately, especially this time, I think I've gone too far. By that, this. Have you ever seen a sentence like this? It's even red underlined. It's horrible. And, well, I will have to add this to my personal dictionary, but Jesus Christ. Look, we all know that every language has their play on words, expressions, and fun things that only work in that particular language and nowhere else. Today, we are looking at one of those sentences. Those sentences that make us dread life and translation and all that sort of language learning nonsense. Well, let's go on and translate that sentence. Well, I believe that this is really close to this one, but it's in Hungarian. Let's go to Google Translate, and I assume that if I type ha and switch the direction of translation, then it starts with if. So that's promising. And then, of course, one is correctly translated. There is. Wow. I'm pretty impressed with Google in this respect, because indeed, exist or be would not make any sense. But if you think about it, there is the if, there is the subject action, and then there is the object, or something. Like, I will see. So, if there is, and then of course, you know, what the hell is Balrog? Well, that's Balrog in English. It doesn't make any sense at all. But of course, if you've read Lord of the Rings or watched the movies, then sure, yeah, I mean, you must have a pretty good idea what a Balrog is. And then, so that's a name. There's nothing we can do about it. What about this one? That should be okay, although I'm dreading life for getting closer to this horrible beast. Why is the proper translation, and you can see, I mean, what is wherefore? Jeez, I don't even know that word. Well, I'm not embarrassed, I don't really speak English anyways. And then Ninchan, oh well, that just raises a lot of questions. Yeah, well, I mean, I guess you could assume, or I could assume, that if this translates to there is, this should translate to there isn't. But the question is, why is it just not ninch? Let's check out verbix. And yeah, okay, so that doesn't make any sense. Of course, verbix is not the kind of thing that would recognize anything. It just tries to create these forms, but okay. I just disregard this, that's just horrible. Right, so there are two thoughts of school. One of them is that it should be ninch, because that's the more modern version, and then the other one says that nincha is fine. But the thing is that it is true that ninch is the modern version, so you would have to learn both of these. One is ninch, and then the other is ninchan. And, well, you've guessed it, they are exactly the same. No difference at all in meaning. So, if there is, and I'm gonna go out here and say, yeah, is a Balrog, why there isn't a Yobrog. But what the hell is that? Jeez. Well, I'm pretty sure that if you're kind of familiar with the Hungarian language, you might have a good idea of what's going on. Oh, by the way, just for the record, this should be here, because this is indeed a question, and English is really fussy about having the order, the necessary order for questions. But that's it. So I'm not gonna delay a lot more. I'll just go ahead and say that that's a play on words, because ball means left and yob means right. But of course, if I translated this as left rog and right rog, that would not make sense at all. But in Hungarian, it does. It's funny. I mean, not to everyone. This joke is really not for everyone. It's mainly for dads and weird people like me. But yeah, that's it. It's untranslatable. Other than giving you a translation and then providing you with the explanation of this whole horrible situation that we are in here. But would a joke be funny if I had to explain it to you? Probably not. But still. So this is mildly funny or weirdly funny in Hungarian. It's not funny at all and doesn't even make sense in English. But what can we do? Well, technically, it would be possible to sort of create another joke out of this and just, make it really similar, but I don't think I have that in me. I've had a long day. Long story short, that's today's lesson. Very easy. Some things just cannot be translated at all. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it somehow, and see you later. Leave comments and likes and questions and things like that. The document is linked in the description, and go ahead, knock yourself out. If any of you, or you who's watching it, have a great idea about what other joke would be similar to this, playing around with big imaginary creatures, then you're welcome to put that in there. And I'm just write it on the page. I mean, the winner, or whatever. Right? Okay, I think I'm off. I really had a long day, so I'll just wrap this up, edit the video, and continue trying to survive. This is a lovely Wednesday. Goodbye!